Hey, it's me, GV, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the newest, biggest series on my channel. Let's 100% Fallout New Vegas. This has been a long time coming. I'm going to try, as always, to keep this intro short, and I never end up doing it. Just, what can I say? I'm excited, man. And I like to talk about my love for video games and why I'm excited for whatever series that we're doing. Anyways, I'm going to try to keep it short. I've been wanting to 100% Fallout New Vegas for quite a long time. I had an original Fallout New Vegas playthrough a while back, but I've grown leagues and bounds since then as a YouTuber. Gotten better at commentary, gotten better equipment, and it's just time. It's something I've always wanted to do a 100%, because the previous series was not a 100%. So I want to do everything in this game, and yeah, it's just been something that I wanted to do for forever, and something that people have suggested and wanted, or at least have been seeming to want, which makes no sense, but they've requested it for quite a while. And as far as Fallout games go, I think this is honestly the most fun one. I mean, looking at Fallout 4, Fallout 76, but we don't talk about that, Fallout 3, and of course Fallout 1 and 2. I have series of pretty much all of those, except for Fallout 76. Yeah, I think Fallout New Vegas is the most fun. It's the most open. It's, you know, it's just the one that is a bit different because it was made by Obsidian as opposed to Bethesda. And I don't know, it retains the classic sense of the Fallout 1 and 2, which, you know, people went gaga for back in the day. So without a doubt, this is going to be a 100% series of the game Fallout New Vegas, and I just hope that you enjoy it. I'm going to be playing on PC, maxed out settings completely with an Xbox One controller. Just used to playing a lot of Fallout and Elder Scrolls games with a controller. I know people mostly play this with the mouse and a keyboard, but I like controllers. So without further ado, I think we'll jump straight in. All the DLCs installed, by the way. Check out all this. We'll be seeing all of the little updates as everything gets added. Yeah, everything's just maxed out, and we're going to 100% this bad boy. So shout out to all the people that are going to watch this thing in its entirety, whether you're watching in the present, in the past, or in the future. Here we go!
War. War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves, forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Man, every single time when that music kicks in, hoo boy, I get such like a rush of blood to the head. That's how you know you're an epic gamer. Okay, so because we have all the DLC, you're going to notice in the top left, we're going to get tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of items. I'm going to read all these DLC messages just because once we read them, you know, we're not going to see them again. So we get the Mercenary Pack items added to inventory. Now, I remember when this game first came out, I was in high school, and I pre-ordered the game. Depending on where you pre-order Fallout New Vegas, you would get a certain pack. And I think you could do it from, like, Amazon, GameStop, all this different stuff. And, yeah, depending on which retailer you pre-ordered from, you get a certain pack. So we get the Mercenary Pack. We get the Caravan Pack. And you can see what it's adding in the top left, by the way, if I waited in between each one of these, which I'm not going to because that's super boring. We get the Tribal Pack.
You're awake. How about that?
We get the Classic Pack.
Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Now, here we go. Okay, so I already have a planned character. You're going to learn more about this character as we go throughout this series. I already do have a backstory, a motivation, things like that, but you're just going to have to wait. I promise that's not an excuse. His name is, however, going to be Avery, just the name that kind of popped up, and I just really, I don't know, I'm drawn to it. Like, I feel like that's the right name for this guy. So, Avery.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Goodsprings. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
Okay, so here we go. We got our character creation screen. Much like Oblivion, it's pretty hard to make somebody that's even remotely attractive, or at least a good-looking character. But we're gonna go with male. We're gonna go with, I was thinking of doing either Hispanic. Yeah, I was thinking of going Hispanic, but I'm a Caucasian male, so I tend to pick Caucasian male characters just because, I don't know, that's what I've always played as, because it's what I am in real life. So we're gonna go with Caucasian. Then we're going to yeah, basically customize everything here. So I will see you in a second once I've gone through this. As I always say, I'm incredibly meticulous with my characters. I know you never see them, but still. So just give me a second, and I'll see you in a second. Alrighty, and there we are. I wanted him to be a little bit more unique than the third preset, but I'm really happy with this. Typical to the type of characters I make, I guess. I wanted him to be older, too, but when you go past this age, it kind of makes him start to look too old. So, yeah, actually, the only other thing is if we could go for the brow. Yeah, I guess you can't change the brow, really. So, yeah, really hard to make a decent character in Fallout New Vegas, but there we go. I'm happy with that. I gave him blue eyes, even though I usually give all my characters brown eyes, because I have brown eyes and brown hair. So let's go ahead and go with that. So yeah, changed all the hairstyle and the facial hair. Wanted him to have a beard for sure. Unfortunately, there just isn't a lot of great hair or facial hair options in this game, but there we are. That is my character.
Well, I got most of it right anyway.
Why is there no dialogue? I had dialogue set up for this. By the way, I have turned off radio because all Fallout games are notorious for copyright strikes on YouTube, since there's always radio songs and they always get striked. So let's see. I should have the dialogue on. I'll turn on general subtitles as well. I'm not sure why we're not getting any subtitles, but...
Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room, over by that vigor tester machine there.
Okay.
Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
Little close for comfort there, Doc. By the way, I changed my Pip-Boy to be white, and also the HUD to be white as well. Okay, so Doc Mitchell here wants us to go to the vigor machine.
Far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
You got it. So here's the Vitomatic Vigor Tester. And if you've ever played a Fallout game before, you probably know that you have these special stats. There is, let's see, there's strength, perception, endurance, charisma. Actually, I should give a little basic overview for anybody that... I know probably everybody knows this, but just in case you don't, just in case you're new to the Fallout game, well, strength is obviously, you know, how much you carry, like how much damage you do with your melee weapons. Perception is like seeing enemies, very strong stat. Unfortunately, our character's not going to have too much for that, but you can see characters from farther away, and I believe it affects your accuracy as well. Endurance is like how much health you have. You can see this affects you, or you can see all the things that it affects there. Charisma, super duper important. Affects speech, which is probably the most powerful thing in all Fallout games, I would say. Intelligence, also incredibly important, directly relates to how many skill points you get when you level up. Super duper important as well. Agility, I always go for this, but we're not going to be going for this in this playthrough. Affects your sneak speed, you know, your sneak, your speed, your guns, yada, yada, yada. Oh, and your AP regen, which is pretty big as well. And luck affects everything, and also your critical hits. So luck's the kind of wild card. So we're going to go through this bit by bit. I already have an image over here to my right that I already set up to make sure that I pick what I wanted to pick. So we're going to start with strength, and we're going to go down to 3. And I love, by the way, how they have this thing as like one of those old, you know, strength testers. And so each one has like a different, each value has a different, you know, thing. So we're a doughy baby, I guess. So yeah, we're going to go 3 for strength. We're going to go 4 for perception. We're gonna go 2 for endurance. I definitely like to have more of all of these, but unfortunately, special stats are just really tight, so you have to have a little bit of give and take. Now, charisma, we're gonna be a charismatic cowboy, and you'll see why in just a second. A lot of people seem to want this type of character, and I want it too, so that's what we're gonna go with. We're a cult leader. And then intelligence, same thing, although I might make a last-minute change and switch it. Yeah, you know what? I was gonna have intelligence here be 10, but we're gonna go for 7, a smarty pants. And instead, we're gonna go for 4 agility, butterfingers, and we're gonna go for 10 luck, 2-handed coin flip. I've never played a 10 luck character before, and I just kind of really want to do it. So there we go. We have 3 strength, 4 perception, 2 endurance, 10 charisma, 7 intelligence, 4 agility, and 10 luck. We're basically a charismatic cowboy that's super duper lucky. I know it's kind of cliche, but it's what I wanted to really do, so we're going for it.
With luck like yours, I'm surprised them bullets didn't just turn right around and climb back into the gun. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
You got it, Doc. Whatever you say.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Okay, so let's see. I'm not going to think too hard about this. We're going to go with just cat.
House.
I am actually going to just pick the first thing that comes into mind. So, yeah, I guess shelter.
Night.
Let's go with dream.
Bandit.
Not sure what to pick here. I don't really agree with any of these, to be honest. I guess vaporize?
Light.
Gonna go with dark.
Mother.
Gonna go with, yeah, you can see there, you get some really awful choices here, like human shield. We're just gonna go with, jeans, I guess.
Okay. Now, I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
For that, we're gonna have to disagree.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
For that, we're gonna have to disagree.
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
For that, we're gonna have to strongly disagree.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Also strongly disagree. I'm loving how these are lining up with the idea that I have for this character.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
We're gonna disagree.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
Now this one, I think I always saw the ants, the angry two-headed ant thing. Yeah, I don't think I really adhere to any of these other ones, so an angry two-headed ant.
Okay. How about this one?
Now this one was the beacon. I always thought of some beacon or something, so... Oh, maybe this one, yeah. It's some piece of space-age technology, and I guess this one refers to a penis down here. The typical Freudian slip, I guess. But we're gonna go with this one.
Last one.
Now this one was like the bearded man. Yeah, that's what I see. I see sort of the Pokemon sprite. You know, the guy with the big beard, the hiker, or whatever it was.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
I love that he says that, because it's like, why did you even do that, man? So these are our 3 tagged... Oh, what did he actually... Oh, he did kind of... not really. So these are our actual... so we get 3 tagged skills, which basically get a head start. So he's just wrong for 2 out of 3 at least. We're going to go with... so these are our main skills, by the way, in the game. We will end up maxing out all of these for sure. But we're going to go with speech. Speech is incredibly powerful, like I said. It's the most powerful thing. It's better than any guns or anything else. We're gonna go with energy weapons. This is the type of weapons we're gonna be using in this game, and you'll see why in a second. And the last one, it was between barter or repair, and I really want to just go for repair. Repair and medicine and like some of the other weird ones, they're always good to take because... You know, there's a lot of checks in this game, and sometimes they'll just help you out a lot. So we're going to go energy weapons, speech, and repair. I wanted to do barter, but I think we'll be fine without taking barter.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
What if I do? Okay, so then we have these traits here, which I have a lot added from DLC. Traits are basically double-edged swords. You get a bonus, but you also get a negative. I'm going to quickly run through these. All weapons have a 3% chance to critically hit, but equipment condition decays. Definitely don't want decay. No, we don't want any decay, because decay is already pretty prevalent in this game. Let's see. You gain 1 to special attributes when outside, but suffer 1 when indoors. Nah, I'm good. Yeah, you get special bonuses for certain times. No thanks. While using guns and energy weapons, you fire 20% more quickly, but your shots are 20% more less accurate. Nah. When you wear glasses, you have 1 perception. When you don't, you get -1. I'm not going to wear glasses with this character, I don't think. Let's see. You gain 5 to barter, medicine, repair, science, and speech, but have -5 to energy weapons, explosives, guns, melee weapons, and unarmed. Honestly, the only one that's going to get hit there is energy weapons throughout this playthrough, most likely. So this would be good to take, but it's not like you really need it. What else do we have? Melee and unarmed attacks do more damage, but less critical hit damage. I mean, that's fine, really, because we're not going to do much melee anyways. What else? You gain 25 pounds, but suffer -1 to all attributes anytime you weigh. The weight you're carrying drops below. No thanks. When your health drops below 50%, you gain 10% more damage, but you also suffer -2 to agility. Nah. You have 10 action points, but your reckless nature causes you to have a -2 damage threshold. Not sure how important that is, but nope. This one's the weird one. This is a DLC one, if I remember right. You'll never again become addicted to drugs or chems, and they'll last twice as long, but after 30, you can kiss experience perks and skill points goodbye. Don't ever use drugs on my characters, pretty much ever. I know it's a big part of Fallout, but it's just not what I do. From frag grenades to throwing spears, you can throw weapons 30% faster at the cost of 25% less range. No. You're skilled but not experienced. You gain 5 points to every skill, but you suffer -10% from experience gain from now on. So everybody seems to like this one. I'm not going to take it, though. It might be actually really good, but I just don't really... I don't like any of these traits for the most part. They might be OP, but we're going to get to the destination no matter what. It doesn't really... We don't have to, like, make our character incredibly OP or anything. That'll come with time. You have 1 agility, but your limbs are more easily crippled. No thanks. When using guns and energy weapons, you fire 20% more slowly, but are 20% more accurate. Nah. And then the last one here is Wild Wasteland. So this one adds all of the Easter eggs to the game, and I was thinking, what would people rather see? No Wild Wasteland or yes Wild Wasteland? I mean, most of these are pretty notorious by now, but I think we're gonna go with it. You know, it's in the game, so why not? This is just gonna add a whole lot of Easter eggs. It doesn't really have a setback like the others do.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
And we are so OP, by the way. I'd like to kind of sell a lot of the stuff I have because the game just loads you up with all that DLC. Plus, we're going to loot Doc Mitchell's house here, and he's going to have lots and lots of stuff. And it's free for the taking, by the way. It's not even considered stealing. In fact, we're going to take these bottle caps, which is the currency in this game, if you didn't know.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on, too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style, anyway.
Thanks for patching me up, Doc.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
The world does not deserve Doc Mitchell, man. Okay, so there's a hardcore mode. Basically, yeah, Stimpaks heal over time, can't mend broken limbs, Radaway removes radiation over time, ammunition has weight, dehydration affects you, so you have to drink water. We are not going to do this. I know it's like a fun thing to do on YouTube, but that's not why I play video games for the most part, unless it's kind of like necessary to the experience. I'm mainly concerned with just completing quests, seeing all that the game has to offer, so no. Although I have done, yeah, I have all the achievements on the Xbox 360 version of Fallout New Vegas, so I have done hardcore because I think there was an achievement for it. And we're going to run through Doc Mitchell's house real quick and take anything of use, which there is quite a lot. We're not going to steal anything because Doc Mitchell is quite nice, and that would be incredibly rude. And you can see we're getting lots of quests and things on the left there. Let's see. Most of the stuff is in the, like, main hallway, but I'm just trying not to miss anything. Okay, so he's got a first aid box here. Whenever you see one of these, you definitely want to take them. Gonna take the purified water and the rebound and the stim pack. We're gonna sell the rebound because it's a drug. The bobby pin are your lock picks. So we're gonna take, no, not that. Okay, this is really, what's the word? Finicky. Okay, we're gonna take all the ammo that we can find. We got a foot locker here. We're gonna take the bottle cap. And that's about it. We're going to take the knife, because why not? A little melee weapon. Going to take some alchemical ingredients, as I'm going to call them, but really it's just food. Okay, let's see. He's got some other stuff, if I remember right. I don't know why they let you loot everything here. I wish they just made it like you were stealing. I mean, he didn't really say we could take his stuff, yet the game is just like, hey, it's the player's first time. Why don't we give him all this free stuff if they choose to take it? But we're going to take that blood pack. Let's see, he's got a terminal, but it's not active. He's got an oh, we can activate this. Yeah, a broken 9mm submachine gun. And inside it's got wait, what? Oh, okay, I interacted with the crate. Let's do this. This 9mm submachine gun is broken, but can possibly be restored to a fully functioning weapon. Repair of 25 or greater required. Now, since we took the tag skill, boom, baby. There we go. We repaired it, and we got that as well. Gonna take the doctor's bag. Super important item. And there's some stuff in the hallway, like I said. We got a stim pack there, stim pack there, stim pack there. Some Rad-X. Got a gun case. Energy cells and a laser pistol. I mean, look at all this stuff they give you, man. It's too much. It's too much, in my opinion. But then why are you taking it? I don't know, because otherwise it's just here. Okay, let's head out. Okay, time for the ruining experience of all these DLC add-ons here. Old World Blues. You've gotten a fragmented signal on your Pip-Boy. A coded transmission of some sort with a sad, jazzy undercurrent that makes your head hurt. As far as you can tell, it appears to be an invitation to the midnight science fiction feature at the Mojave Drive-In. Please arrive early to catch the trailers. Old World Blues has been loaded. Your level cap has been raised by 5. The Reunion. Your Pip-Boy has received a signal, coordinates that lead to the canyon wreckage west of Prim. Following the coordinates are the words Courier 6. It's signed Ulysses. Lonesome Road. Our level cap has been increased by 5. Your Pip-Boy has picked up a radio broadcast from the Happy Trails Caravan Company. They're looking for one more member for an expedition to Zion Valley. Your level cap has been raised by 5. You should have one more. Where's it at? It's coming. Don't worry about that. There's 4 DLCs, right? There, okay, this is different. This was kind of a little add-on, not as big as the others. The ongoing conflict in the Mojave Wasteland has kicked weapon manufacturers into high gear. All major and minor weapon dealers in the region are rolling in the new weapons, ammunition types, and modifications. Head to your nearest participating vendor to peruse the merchandise. Gunrunner's arsenal has been loaded. Okay, we definitely have more DLC, though. Just wait. Man, this looks really nice. This is the first time I'm playing Fallout New Vegas with 60 FPS, by the way. Always played on Xbox 360 in the past. And like I said, I got every single achievement in every single DLC, did everything. And now I'm going to do it for you on YouTube. There we go. Your Pip-Boy has picked up a radio broadcast inviting you to the grand opening of the Sierra Madre Casino. Level cap raised by 5. And I think there might be one more DLC. Maybe not. So we got all of the pre-order packs. We got the Gunrunner's Arsenal pack. Or the Gunrunner's Arsenal, which adds a whole bunch of weapons and stuff. And then we got all 4 of the DLCs, which we are not even going to think about for a while. But just know our level cap was raised by 20, 5 for each one of those. And yeah, we have a lot more options than we did previously. Now here is the Prospector Saloon. There's Victor. We kind of could do whatever we want, but we're going to do the typical thing, I think. So let's head into the Prospector Saloon. Howdy.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
I'm a little short on caps. I don't suppose there's any work available.
Not in Good Springs, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these.
What are the bobby pins for?
You'll need those to pick the lock. Be careful, though. Put too much pressure on them, and they'll snap.
And this magazine, Locksmith's Reader.
If the lock's too much for you to handle, reading through the magazine might give you the edge you need.
All right, I'll go take a look at that safe when I have a chance.
Always happy to help someone down on their luck.
Doc Mitchell said you could teach me to survive in the desert.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Okay, so that's pretty quick. We got this Sunny Smiles here, and then her dog as well. I think, what's the dog's name? Charlene or something? We're going to do all the quests, obviously. So that starts out with a bit of a tutorial. Although the tutorial quest is pretty fun, I gotta say. Compared to most other tutorial quests, it's not too awful. So if we take a look at our Pip-Boy here, and if we go, man, this is gonna be a blast from the past. Go over here, and then go over to quest. We got Back in the Saddle. Meet Sunny Smiles behind the Prospector Saloon, which is right over here. You pick up the pace, Sonny. We got a first episode to do. Gotta get to the action.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
Okay, so there they are, and it's pretty one-to-one.
That's the right idea. Look down the sight.
How did that miss? How did that miss?
Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim.
Way ahead of you.
Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
So you can end the tutorial here, but we're gonna do everything, so okay, I'm in.
Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
Alrighty, now we're gonna hold off here and we're gonna set our character up. We got a lot of stuff. We ain't reading any of these tutorial messages. So, we took energy weapons, so obviously we're going to use our laser pistol here, which is in fact an energy weapon. We're going to press Y to repair it, because we have two of them. You can repair weapons with the same type of weapon. Then we're going to hotkey this to down. That's usually where I put my melee. We're going to go over here to the right, and we're going to equip it. We got tons of stuff from the DLC packs, but we're going to save... we're gonna sell a lot of them because I don't want to be so OP right off the bat. Although we are gonna keep a melee weapon, so the broad machete we're gonna put down there. Mercenaries grenade rifle we're gonna use for emergencies. We're gonna put down there. Sturdy caravan shotgun. Let's see, throwing spear, varmint rifle, weathered 10mm pistol. We're all probably gonna get rid of. Now here we got our armor. So we're gonna melee weapons +2, speech +2. Okay, that's pretty good. Tribal rating armor. What's the damage resistance on this? Nothing. Tribal rating armor is 4, 12, but this is agility -1, 8, and 8. So let's go for the lightweight leather armor. Okay, and then we got a ton of stuff here, which we won't worry about for now. And there we are. Yeah, lots of tutorial messages, of which we don't care much about. So let's see, what is the button to take a look at our character? There we go. So this is what we look like, and I think if we hold it, we can take a look. Oh man, that is slow. Yeah, so there we go. Right off the bat, we're looking like a wasteland wanderer for sure. Now, I know y'all don't know much about Avery here, but you will in due time. Just be patient with me, and little bit by bit, we'll learn more about Avery. By the way, I'm going to say right off the bat that a lot of people wanted me to play an evil character, and when I made those polls on Twitter and YouTube, I wanted to also be a evil character, but I don't think it's possible for 100% playthrough. Yeah, it's you're going to get locked out of basically everything, so it's kind of like, well, do you want to see a short evil character playthrough, or do you want to see everything in the game? And if we're 100%ing, yeah, there's just no way, I don't think, to play an evil character. So my only real choices are good character or neutral, and this is probably going to be similar to my first playthrough of Fallout New Vegas on YouTube, but I have more thoughts about our character here's backstory and where I want to go with him, and I'm trying to make it more interesting with the energy weapons as opposed to the... you know, just to the normal guns and the stealth, which I normally do.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
Okay, so there's sneak in this game, just like all the Elder Scrolls, just like all the Fallouts that have come before and after. We are not playing a sneak character, so everybody tired of me playing sneak characters.
Go give them hell.
Don't worry, it ain't happening no more. Also, we should be saving, since this is on PC, I should be able to quick save with F5, yeah? Don't even know if that worked. The quick save might be different here, but we're going to make a new save. In fact, I'm going to delete this. Don't worry about that one right there. Goodbye. We're going to make a new save here. Bam. First save of the run. Okay, so we are going to use sneak a little bit. And I have never used energy weapons, by the way, so this might go really bad. And as I figured, our sneak isn't really going to last too much here. Ooh, that damage. Wow, that's a lot more damage than I was expecting. Probably thanks to the energy weapons. Talk to Sunny Smiles. Sure thing, before we do that, we're going to take all of the stuff here. We're getting a little high on carry weight, so let's keep that in mind. We have so much stuff that I said we are going to get rid of because there's just... I don't want to be so incredibly OP, you know? That damage was crazy. We are playing on normal difficulty, by the way, as with most of my playthroughs.
You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
Sure, I'll come with you.
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
Okay, so kill the geckos at the 2 other wells. Now, it looks like we already have some quest markers, so we don't have to wait for Sunny Smiles, I don't think. There is VATS in this game, just like the other Fallout games, which means we can press RB to get a targeted system. It ain't like Fallout 76, where it's real time. Okay, here we go. Oh, man, this is going to take some getting used to again. Okay, pretty easy there. We're going to loot their gecko meat, I guess. I'm not sure. How much are there? Ooh. Oh, I thought that was a human being right there. Gecko hide, weight 1, value 10. Sounds good to me. And yeah, okay. All right, let's reload. We don't have too much ammo here. We got about 39 shots left, if I'm reading that correctly. Okay, so that takes care of this well here. There is one more down over this way. I'm constantly wanting to press LB to sprint, but this ain't Skyrim now, is it? Okay, let's try to save this person. In fact, let's use VATS here. Okay, so this is the Vault Tech what is it? Vault Assisted Tech? I don't even know what it stands for, but basically it allows you to target specific parts of enemies. So we can go ahead and you pretty much always want to go for the 95%, at least I do. We don't want to target our friends, so we want to target these fellas over here. And the amount of shots you can make depend on your AP. So we can shoot 5 shots. Okay, we saved her. Great. I wanted to save her. I think she will die. Okay, talk to Sunny about your reward. Before we do that, though...
Holy moly. If you hadn't come here like you done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty.
Oh, that's mighty kind of you. All right, so there's reputation in this game. It's still kind of up in the air what we're going to be doing with that. That's the main issue with trying to do an evil playthrough. But reputation is extremely important. There's basically a rep for each like town and faction in the entire game, pretty much. So in Goodsprings, which is the first town we were just in, we're now accepted. Folks have come to accept you for your helpful nature. And she gave us some water, too. Very kind of her. We're going to loot these geckos. Thank you. I'm going to leave the rest of the stuff. We got, yeah, like I said, we're pretty close to our carry weight, so let's not loot everything. Let's go talk to Sunny Smiles.
Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end. Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
Couldn't hurt.
All right, then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Sounds good, Miss Sunny Smiles. Okay, so, yeah, where did she say this stuff was? It looks like one's over here. What we need to do is take a look at our map. And yeah, there's one kind of right now. We're just going to fast travel back to Goodsprings. We're using a PC here, so we want to take advantage of the, you know, the super fast load times. Gosh, I am missing that sprint on the LB. Oh man, Skyrim, you have spoiled us. Okay, so what's really cool about playing Fallout New Vegas after playing Fallout 1 and 2 is that you realize how close and how much of the same stuff they kept. Because it was made by the same people, a lot of the same team from what I remember. Although, yeah, well, I'm not going to... Black Isle Studios... I always get confused during this part, but Black Isle Studios... Okay, so here's the Xander route. Black Isle Studios is the ones that made... Are the ones that made Fallout 1 and 2, and I think, like, Brotherhood of Steel and all those other weird games, tactics. But then Obsidian is the ones that made this game. Now, I think, if I remember right... a lot of the same people from the Black Isle Studios team were converted over to Obsidian, which is why Fallout New Vegas is so much closer to the experience of Fallout 1 and 2 compared to Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, which was developed by Bethesda. So there's a lot of things in this game that really hark back to that. And I mean, you'll notice that like the Xander root and the Brock Flower, that was in Fallout 1. And by the way, I did an entire playthrough of Fallout 1 and 2. Although we don't talk much about the Fallout 2 playthrough, but the Fallout 1 playthrough was really good. And yeah, we used the Brock Flower, the Xander root. Oh boy, that's gonna get tough without aiming down my sights. Yeah, there's no like aim down sights, which is weird. I do have the we're gonna take the poison gland there. I do have true aim down sights activated, so I'm surprised that we're not aiming down. I don't know, maybe it's just energy weapons? I really haven't used any energy weapons. This is going to be a new thing for me. Regardless, up here is going to be the Brock Flower. We're going to try to take out these bloatflies. Oh my god. Okay, and I'm going to try to not... You know what? Let's go ahead and switch to the machete. It's gonna be a lot better for these blowflies, methinks. Okay, there we are. Now, I think right here is where we were buried, by the way, when Victor, the robot that we saw earlier, rescued us. And also, there is something very neat up here. What do we have here? Coyote Tobacco Chew. So we need a shovel to open these graves, by the way. We're gonna take these... Actually, I shouldn't have done that shoot. It's kind of mean, isn't it? Okay, and up here there is a snow globe for Goodsprings. You found a limited edition Mojave Landmark snow globe. These rare pre-war artifacts are widely considered to be useless baubles, but rumor has it some collectors will pay dearly for them. And there are unique, these are kind of like the bobbleheads in the game. They don't increase your stats like in Fallout 3, but they are pretty valuable, as you will see later on. So here we have the Brock Flower. And I suppose that's it. So now we just need to return to Sunny at the campfire. So we are going to open up our map and go back down over here. Okay, Miss Sunny, where are you at? There you are. Whoop.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. All right, now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try.
Okay, so yeah, again, healing powder was in Fallout 1. Like so many things from this game, which I played before Fallout 1 and Fallout 2, I was just like, wow, now I see it. All comes from, you know, Fallout 1 back in the 90s. Okay, so we're going to make this healing powder here, which requires a Brock Flower and a Xander root. Of course, we have. We're going to make one, and there we go.
Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
And there we are. Oh, I thought that quest was going to be done, but I suppose not. So that's the tutorial quest to the game. And then we got this guy over here. What is going on with this dude? I don't... Oh, yeah, there's something interesting. Is he walking towards me, by the way?
Hello? Can you help me?
Barton Thorne. What's wrong?
My girl is trapped by geckos on the ridge, and I can't get to her. Please, she's going to die.
Where is she?
Go up the path, past the broken radio tower, and go to the right. They're at the top of the trail.
I'll see what I can do.
You will? Thank you for helping me. Please hurry.
Okay, doesn't look too crazed about what's going on. And here, doesn't look like his digs are too shabby? The opposite of shabby. Doesn't look like his digs are too in a good way. But we'll follow his advice, or we'll follow his direction. Before you venture deeper into the wasteland, you may revise your character. Nah, we're good. We are good. Thought a lot about this character, by the way. I know it may not seem like it. It may seem like a pretty simplistic character. A lot of my characters are pretty simplistic. Even Adronach, which everybody loves from Let's 100% Skyrim, you know, seemed a little basic with his quest for power, but still. I think I thought about this character's kind of backstory and motivations more so than any other characters in my previous Let's Plays. Alright, so he said go past the radio tower, and then I think he said go up the hill, so that's in fact what we are going to do. What is the quick save button? Huh. F6? Okay, I'm not going to keep pressing F buttons in case I F myself over. Alright, so we're going to follow his advice, though. Seriously, what is... Let's see, controls, action mapping. Is there a quick save? There's got to be. I don't know what it would be. If anybody knows, please let me know in the comments section below. I'm going to save here, though. Okay. So I think he said his girlfriend was in trouble. I don't remember exactly what he said. Now, I'm not going to waste all my energy weapons by firing on these geckos when the machete will do the trick, even though we are taking some damage here. We're just going to hack and slash our way. Okay. Health is pretty low here, so we gotta be careful. We do have some stim packs, though. In fact, let's go ahead and hotkey those. Stim packs are the main healing item. We're gonna hotkey those on the... Yeah, I usually always have my melee on the bottom, but we're gonna put our stim packs there. That's just better. And we're gonna put that machete. We're gonna put that over here. Okay. So then if we press down on the D-pad, boom. Ooh, we have our first level up too. Not bad. All right, so what do we do first, I wonder? Speech or energy weapons? Let's just dump everything into speech. I think we'll be able to max this out first and foremost. That way, all of our options will be pretty much open to us. Yeah. Now we also get a perk. Let's take a look. Swift Learner. With each rank in the Swift Learner perk, you gain an additional 10% to total experience points whenever experience points are earned. Gonna take that, because guess what? That's best taken on early, because you'll maximize the experience you get. I think people generally consider this a bad perk, like it's not actually that good, but I'm all about efficiency, so I just like taking it super early. It's a boring perk, but what can you do? Okay, I ain't seeing no sign of this feller's wife. We got a footlocker here with nothing. We also got a bear trap. We're going to go ahead and disarm that. Get some experience points. And then here, if you'll notice, to that, okay, that sound cue there, but also in the top left, if that bear trap notification ever goes away. There we go. Now, what the heck is going on down there? I guess we'll figure that out later. Okay, because of that little sound cue and the little the ellipses. This is a Wild Wasteland. Because we took the Wild Wasteland trait, there's something here that wouldn't normally be here. And I think I know the story behind this one. We're going to take all of this ammo here. We're going to search Johnny here, who's got a Merc Charmer outfit, some glasses, and some, I think, some ammo or caps. Now this guy, so there's 4 balls here. There's the body. And then there's these 5 aces. This apparently is Johnny 5 Ace. Did we loot this, by the way? Yeah. This apparently is Johnny 5 Aces. If I remember right, he was some poster or moderator or something on like the Something Awful forums or something like that. I don't have much experience with the Something Awful forums, so I don't really know what they're referencing. But yeah, it's some reference to the Something Awful forums, I guess. Some person named Johnny 5 Aces, which is why there were 5 aces there. Now, where is the dude? Didn't he want me to talk to his... Didn't he want me to find his... Okay, I think I remember what happened here. Let's go back to his little trailer. We did hear some gun... Wait, where is he? He should be around here somewhere. I might have to cut to try and find him, because I do think he's supposed to... Okay, you know what? Let me try to find this guy, and that'll be a perfect place to end. Oh! Well, I found him. Barton Thorne has bitten the dust. He had some drugs on him, by the way. A bunch of stuff on him. So what happens normally, if I remember right, is Barton Thorne here, or whatever his name was, is tricking you. He's lying to you. He actually, he wants you to die to the geckos and then loot your corpse, basically. And I think what's supposed to be scripted is that, you know, you take out all the geckos or you die to them, I guess. And then he comes up to you and he's like, oh, man, I wanted you to die to the geckos so I could loot your corpse. And that didn't happen. But yeah, it looks like he died to the geckos. So that's instant karma there, folks, because he does try to bamboozle you, if I remember correctly. And like I said, that's a perfect place to end. Now, what happens in the next episode, I'm pretty sure we're all familiar with, but there is a very big quest about to happen that will decide the future of Goodsprings forever. And we're going to see it in the next one. Thank you so much for watching this first episode. I really do hope you enjoyed. I always like making first episodes of these big series because it's like, I know in the future there's going to be X amount of people that watch this. I mean, the Skyrim LP hit up to like a 1.3 million views at the time of this video, so like, I don't know. I don't think this series is going to go that far, considering Skyrim is vastly more popular, but still, shout out to all of you people watching this right now. I hope you enjoyed. I've got tons of content on my channel. We're going to be with this for the long haul, so just watch and enjoy and subscribe if you want to see more. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks so much, and thanks to everybody that supports me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.